This video has two exciting announcements. The first is that I've started a new channel, and well, you can learn more about that in a little bit. But the second is we're going to be building a DIY camera lanyard. So this is going to be a super strong 500-pound braking strength camera lanyard, which will allow us to securely attach our GoPro camera to whatever it is that we're shooting on. So in case the mount fails and falls off, we're still going to have our camera attached by this little lanyard. Now this came about because I was walking around with one of these camera straps on a GoPro pole I had, and I was like, I wonder how strong they actually are. And I just did that and it popped apart. And then I started looking, and these are the straps that are on almost everything we go out and use. And they're also technology like this with a little tiny, teeny, tiny string. And this is used on so many things to add lanyards to cameras and to tie cameras on, and it has virtually no strength. If you put something through one of these and you pull, the whole thing just falls apart. I know we're going to be shock loading it, so I know we're probably putting more force on it than we really normally would, and they probably have a certain braking strength, but shock loading is what happens when the camera falls off. So it falls off something and it's going to land and shock load it. Your strap's going to be totally useless. So I set out to build a better system. And what I came across was this stuff called Lash It. Now this is something I use sailing a fair bit. It's really, really awesome, super thin Dyneema. Now that's a high technology Spectra, super strong, super thin, lightweight rope. It's 1.5 millimeters in diameter, and it has a 500-pound braking strength. Using a couple of tools, we can splice a little loop into it. So we have a little loop, just like we had on one of these useless things, and then we can use it to attach to the back of our GoPro camera. And we end up with a super strong, super clean looking lanyard that's actually going to be strong and durable, and it's going to keep our camera attached to whatever you're using if it ever falls off, and we're not going to have to worry about it maybe just falling apart like one of these straps. So that brings us to the second part of this video. I've launched a new channel. It's called Splicing Guru, and it's a step-by-step tutorial channel dedicated to splicing. So that's where you put loops in the end of ropes without using knots. And while I know that won't be interesting to most of you, I am trying to get a little bit of traction on the channel. So the step-by-step guide on how to actually splice a loop into the end of this can be found on that channel. It's up in the corner, and it's down in the video description. But if you don't want to go over there, suffice it to say that you could just use a knot to attach it to your camera. And if you get anything like this Lash It material, it's just a thin, super strong rope that can still fit through most of the eyes and most of the little connection points we use to secure our camera, but will not be nearly as weak as these shitty little lanyards that come with most action cameras. So if you guys want to check it out, the step-by-step guide, you can do that down in the video description. If you don't, well, then you can just go find yourself some Lash It and tie a knot onto your GoPro camera. But there it is, a really clean, simple DIY project to put a strong lanyard on the back of your GoPro camera. If you want to check it out and splice it, it's going to give you a much, much more professional look. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Have you ever had one of these break? Because I never had one of them break, but I just broke 4 of them in the last week when I was looking at them. So maybe they're good enough for what they do, but they sure don't seem like it. Until next time, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below. But most of all, until next time, thank you very, very much for watching.